And Manchester United have completed their £43 million signing of Fred from Shakhtar Donetsk, and this has been forced upon them because the Brazil coach and the Brazil coaching setup have stated that any club interested in signing a Brazilian player that is involved with the World Cup squad, they would prefer it. They demanded pretty much that they get it done before the World Cup. They want to have their squad completely 100% focused on the tournament in Russia, which is literally days away now. We're talking just over a week, 9 days away till kickoff. This forced Man United's hand. They signed the player. Now, I remember the first South Americans to go to Manchester United in Veron, Juan Sebastian Veron, and Diego Forlan. And the jury's still out on how good they actually. They are world-class players. Veron was a world-class player. Forlan was a world-class player. It just didn't work at United. However, there have been some successes in South American players at Man United. For the lot of failures they've had some successes in Tevez and Antonio Valencia. Valencia's stuck around for years. Regularly wears the captain's armband in the absence of other key leadership figures. And Tevez won trophies with United and was instrumental in some of their title wins. Of course, he's now moved on. But for the most part, for some reason, South American players don't seem to suit the Man United system, the Man United culture. Whatever reason, it doesn't really work. Whereas other clubs in the Premier League and in Europe seem to make it work. Angel Di Maria is the prime example of a South American player. Didn't really fit in with United, didn't do very well. After the last World Cup, got signed, and it all sort of went flat very quickly. However, Fred is young enough to still have a long career ahead of him, and he's talented enough to fit into any midfield. He's made the Brazil side, and to make the Brazil side with the amount of midfielders and creative players they have in the European and South American leagues, he's a pretty good player. Brazil is the ultimate international side. They are the most successful international side in the history of the game. If you've made it into that squad of 23, you're one of the best players in the world. And he's not even one of their star players, but it means you're a pretty good player to get into that side. He's played Champions League football. He's played in Europe for a long time. He's played at Shakhtar for a long time. It will take him a few weeks to get up to speed with the Man United style and the Premier League, but it's a very positive move by United in the sense that Carrick's retired. Fellani looks like he's on his way out. They're looking a little bit light in some areas of midfield with how other teams are adding to their midfields. It's a good move. It brings them a bit of something. Fellani, jury's out on him. You either love him or hate him. Carrick's obviously been a stalwart for the club for a long time. He's just retired. So it gives them a bit of something different in midfield, something positive in midfield. Obviously, a lot more signings will happen after the World Cup. But this move was forced United's hand because the Brazil national side and the coaching setup said they want to get any players that have club interest in them signed by their new clubs in the transfer market or contract extensions by their existing clubs before the World Cup. It forced United's hand. Now, I don't know enough about this Fred. I know about the other Fred who used to play for Lyon in Brazil, who was a centre forward. But he seems a very talented player. Obviously, we'll be watching him in the World Cup. The World Cup is a few days away now. Brazil are obviously one of the favourites. And we'll see how he fits into the Brazil setup and what kind of skill set he has more. He's obviously been seen in the Champions League by viewers of Champions League fans and then those who like European club football. It'll be interesting how he adapts from the Ukrainian League, where he's been playing at Shakhtar Donetsk, to the English Premier League. That'll be very, very interesting how he adapts. We have seen players who've played in some of the other European leagues to a high standard, play really, really well, have struggled in the Premier League. Others have gone to it like a fish to water. So it'll be interesting to see how he adapts, but it's a very positive signing by United and Mourinho. Mourinho's kind of a lot of flack for not being very positive in some of his tactics. To get a Brazilian midfielder into your squad who's been selected by the national side in a very positive looking Brazil national side, pretty good move. But we'll see what happens. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe, place your comments below, and I'll have some more videos for you soon.